What is going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 8 of the THC Samuel Show. So hyped to be able to continue just sharing art, sharing different pieces, sharing why I love different artwork, different mediums, different styles. If you guys are enjoying the show, please do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button, throwing that in every video right there, please. Would appreciate it. It helps grow the channel. And with that being said, got a super exciting piece for us to get into today. It's the Chappy Raptor. It's been previewed in a couple other videos. Here it is. It's one of my favorite glass pieces in my collection. So let's get into it. So this piece is called the Chappy Raptor, and it was made by artists Elbo and Aquariust. And this is a functional sculpture made out of glass, and I'll do a full zoom and a full pan and close-up of the piece. It's really incredible. Like I said, it was made by Elbo and Aquariust, and the piece was actually crafted in Japan. Not a lot of glasswork is made in Japan, so I'm super excited to be able to have this piece in particular, and just a piece overall that was made out there. So, as you guys know, I love Elbo's work. I collect a variety of his kind of toys and styles of work. We got one of the Blue Brontos that was in one of the previous episodes hanging out right here. But this is, in particular, it's a really incredible glass sculpture. So as mentioned in a previous episode, Elbo is really well known for making all kinds of dinosaurs and all kinds of really cool sculptures. And Aquariust also makes pretty sick sculptures, but he's also really well known for his style and his pattern work and his color use. And this is just an insane example of their work, and I really can't believe it's in my collection. So we'll talk a little bit more about the piece and kind of just how I got it, where it was first on display and everything like that, and then we'll get into the close-up. If I remember correctly, Elbo created this piece early January. Actually, hold on, let me read the COA right here. Made on January 23rd, 2019. And it was made as a part of the Tokyo pop-up that Elbo did with the whole crew in Japan, with Aquariust and Disc, and there's a bunch of amazing artists that work out of Japan that really crush it, that make insane work. So they had a little pop-up in 2019, and that's when this was first made. And so Elbo had that pop-up in Japan, in Tokyo, and this was on display back then in 2019. And then he brought it back with him to Colorado, to the States. And then in September of 2019, the crew at Everdream Studios threw a crazy big show called Heaterz 90210. And it was basically the follow-up show to the original Heaterz that was in Denver back in 2016, I believe. And they rented out a big mansion out on Mulholland Drive, like a really well-known, famous spot in Beverly Hills, out in the hills. And super fun. Got a chance to go to the event, do some work at the event, take some photos, etc. And also at Heaterz 90210, Chappy was on display, and somehow made it through the whole show with no one else deciding to scoop it. So at the end of the show, I went to talk to Elbo and decided to scoop it. Worked out a little deal. The piece is worth right around $10,000, probably a little bit more if I were to resell it, if I'm being honest. But it's really one of my favorite pieces in my collection. And next we'll go through like a close-up of the piece. And that head right there, that's also another kind of aspect of the work that is kind of well known for Aquariust. He does the characters with the head like that. That Chappy. Chappy is the Aquariust character, so that's what makes this the Chappy Raptor. And once we get into a close-up of the piece, you'll really see kind of that detail of what makes it so sick. So let's get into that close-up. So just like with previous episodes, with previous pieces of artwork, if available and if, like I said, created, a COA is really important. So this is one of Elbo's first COAs that he did for a piece, and it basically is just direct from the artist, explains some detail about Chappy, about its authenticity, about what the piece is, when it was created, and is just another additional aspect of art collecting that should be considered when buying a piece. So next, let's get into the close-up of this absolute gem. So here we go, guys. This is Chappy. I'm going to do a couple different angles. Let's go from the bottom up. Look at the colors. It's just such a sick piece of glass art. And that head right there, that's what makes it the Chappy Raptor. That's Aquariust's
like singular, not singular, but I should say like signature, excuse me, signature style, and you combine that with his color work on the tubing, which is what makes that beautiful rainbow. And actually, I was told slash taught that that's actually a glass technique called wrap and rake. And I know wrap and rake just from collecting glass, but I've never seen it used in this capacity in terms of just like this color spectrum and the rainbow. So super, super cool. So we'll get into another angle next. So here we go on a macro of the piece. And again, look at the tail, look at the color work. And I think I think that this piece is wrap and rake in terms of that colorway and how Aquariust got it to be that beautiful, just streaks of rainbow. It was really, really sick. And then you see the joint section near the claws, and then you go up to the head. And I love the difference in the eyeballs. It's like such a little Halloween, I guess Halloween-esque, just character, super fun vibe. I absolutely love both artists' work. And yeah, look at that eyeball and the mouth, the detail. The whole thing is really just unbelievable. And like I mentioned in the previous clip, I paid around $10,000 for the piece, and I would probably sell it for, definitely more than that now. But it's worth every penny. I mean, it is beautiful. I mean, you can't get this anywhere in the world. So let's do one more little close-up, and then we'll wrap this up. So just one more kind of macro and close-up. Again, look at that eyeball. It's so cool. I mean, it's almost kind of hard to believe that a sculpture like this could be made out of purely borosilicate glass. But it is, and it's sick. And look at the tie-dye on the side. Look at the back of the head. Like, oh my goodness. The piece is just absolutely beautiful. We get like a little section of the stomach right there. The color work. It's unbelievable. It's one of my favorite pieces in my entire collection, and I hope you guys are enjoying this episode. If you've ever seen Elbo's work before, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of Chappy. Chappy, I think, is like I said, it's one of my favorite pieces, and it's one of the most dope pieces of glass art I have ever seen. So with that, welcome to episode 8, and welcome to Chappy Land.
Thank you guys so much. This was episode 8 of the THC Samuel Show. Again, I keep, throwing this guy up. Chappy is really, really sick. I mean, the level of sculpture work, the color, the detail, it's really, unreal. I mean, I love glass for a variety of reasons. You could never use this in your whole life and still just enjoy it just as you would any other sculpture. Or if you want to, you can obviously toss a banger in there and rage it. And once in a while, actually more than once in a while, I definitely rage Chappy. And he's just a super fun piece. And again, thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys are enjoying the show, please hit that subscribe button down there. It would definitely help me out, grow the channel. And let's just keep talking about art. What do you guys think about Chappy? What do you guys think of the piece? Have you guys ever seen a glass piece like this? Just give me your opinions. Like I said, I just want to keep starting a conversation. So let me know in the comments. Thank you guys whenever you guys are watching this. Until next time, peace.